Do you know the most obvious truth about banks? The banking system. The banks that we utilize every day. What's the most obvious truth that they won't ever tell you? Never ever will they tell you. Well, the answer is simply this. They are in business to enrich themselves with your money and give you the least amount in return. They'll never tell you that. Sitting here talking to you right now, this video is very short, but sitting here talking to you right now, do you think banks help you to save money? Don't take too long to answer that question. You should be able to answer just like that. The answer is no. They're not there to help you save money. They're there to help them make money hand over fist. So, how do banks make money from us? That's the answer. How do they do this? They make money from your deposits, my deposits. Did you not know that banks are not required, once you make a deposit, they're not required to keep all of that money that you deposit in their bank? True story. So, if you deposit, for example, $5,000, another customer come right behind you and deposit $10,000. That's a total $15,000 in cash you deposited in their institution. They're not required to keep all of that money in their bank. So what happens to it? They can keep a percentage of it, a very small percentage of it. They invest your money, and they make money hand over fist from that investment, those investments, from the interest and so forth from your deposits. Here comes a third customer. After the initial $5,000 deposit, $10,000 deposit, what have you, they want to borrow, let's say $500. What does the bank do? They take the money that you deposited in there and they give it to them, or a portion of that to them, for the loan, plus charge them interest. So they're making interest off of that. True stories, right? So another person comes in and want to borrow $1,000. The money that the depositors have already put in their institution, they loan that money to them with interest. So that's the money the bank is making off of your principal that you put in the bank. Do you know what a run on the bank is? What that means? That means anytime the amount of money on hand in the bank is exceeded by a run on the bank, meaning that several people were to come in and want to withdraw money and they don't have enough cash in there, they can't give you your money. All of the people who want to withdraw money, if that withdrawal amount or request exceeds what they have on hand, they try to avoid that. Yes, they do. So now the bank makes money from fees such as money orders, money wires, stop payments, cashier's checks, interest, so forth. That's how they make money from us. So the banks themselves have no money. They make their money from the depositors again. But let me ask you this. Do you think it's fair for the bank to make, how should I say, an absorbent amount of money off of you and give you little to nothing in return. For example, they have rules. For example, when you open up a savings account, if you open a savings account, they say, well, you have to have a certain amount in there on a regular basis. And if it falls beneath that amount, there's a fee. I know this to be true. I've experienced it. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, if the minimum amount that they want you to deposit in your savings deposit account is $500, you have to have or maintain $500 in that account in a quarter. 4 quarters in a year, right? You have to have $500 in that whole quarter. Why? So that they can benefit from your deposit. Interest wise, they're doing something with that money anyway, right? Don't forget that they are investing your money as well to make money from the investments. So if you fall short of the $500, they penalize you at the end of the quarter. So when the next quarter begins, you see a nice withdrawal from your account, let's say maybe 10, 12, 15 bucks, because you didn't keep that minimum amount of $500 in the account. Is that fair to you? But don't forget, they're taking $10, $15 from your account because you didn't maintain the original $500, and at the same time they're making money hand over fist again by investing your deposits and the deposits of all of their members as well. Stocks, bonds, whatever, real estate, they're investing your money is what I'm saying. And they're making an exponential amount of money off of you. And when you have a savings account, how much interest do you get to help you save for your future? Less than 1%? Wow, that's a lot. That would surely help your retirement, won't it? So, are banks really trying to help you or enrich themselves by helping themselves? My suggestion is this. I've said this many times. I've mentioned it in some videos. Never trust a bank 100% with what you have, because it's yours. You worked for it. It's your hard-earned money, your retirement, your Social Security, or what have you. Don't you think you should benefit? So, never put all of your money into one institution. You do some investment on your own. You can do stocks. You can get involved in rental property. Some other vehicle. You can have a savings account or a checking account in a credit union as well, and not just simply that bank. You can buy gold if you can't afford, if you cannot afford gold. Silver. It's always going to have some worth in our society. But never, ever put all of your money in one place or one bank or one institution, because they could end up sticking it to you for real one day. That was it. And that was all.